tonight. People's Democratic Party flags of local government election campaigns as Governor No sues for accountability sterling records. Ministry of Education announces Tuesday, September 17 as resumption date for public and private secondary and primary schools. And fuel marketers, refiners, depot owners call for total deregulation of petroleum downstream sector and to government determination of pump prices. Details of these and other stories in just a moment. Good evening and welcome to Akbc 45 News. I am Miriam Ekbutu. The Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moino has flagged off PDP campaigns for the forthcoming local government elections with a charge on the candidates to strive for sterling records, exhibit humility, accountability, and forthrightness when they emerged victorious at the polls. Governor No, who gave the charge today at Uyo Township Stadium, also presented campaign flags to the candidates. Government House reporter has the details.
The governor, while congratulating the chairmanship candidate of the party, described them as ambassadors who, as symbols of the party, are expected to bring synergy, development and peace to the party. He said his administration, which ensures forthrightness, has given them a platform to serve without struggling. The number one citizen of the state, while acknowledging the PDP structures represented at the flag-off, appreciated the chairman, State Congress Coordinating Committee, Mr. Wem Okoko, and the PDP State Chairman, Mr. Nia Kanakban, past and present leaders, for the work done so far in the party. He noted the show of strength that the party is capable of, wishing the PDP chairmanship candidate a smooth campaign, trusting the Almighty God to grant them victory.
Gives us very great pleasure, and I count it a privilege to stand here today to flag off a local government campaign today. Let me congratulate all of our candidates for the chairmanship election of our great party who have just presented with flags. You are also great ambassadors of the Arise agenda. Ambassadors who are the symbols of our party that has brought development, peace, security, and good governance to our dear state and our people. So I charge you to go out there and campaign on the sterling record of accomplishments. Sell your message of hope and our shared aspirations as elaborately contained in the Arise agenda.
The state deputy governor, Senator Akone, in a goodwill message, mentioned that the governor has fulfilled his promises and for giving the women a good platform to serve in the party. As chairman and councillors, she assured the governor of the preparedness of Akwa Ibom women to sustain their support for the PDP during the local government elections.
And so, sir, we say, may God bless you. May God bless PDP for giving women, for giving us the position that we have, the platform that we have to excel. We will continue to serve our party and serve Akwa Ibom State. PDP!
On his part, state chairman of the PDP, Mr. Nia Kanakban, commended the governor for proving to Akwa Ibom people that he was ready for governance, describing the party as disciplined as the peacefully produced candidates during primaries to serve and form support for his second-term election.
Your Excellency, today you've done well for Akwa Ibom State, and the party PDP is very proud of you. Your Excellency will continue to support you.
Engineer Wemokoko is the chairman State Congress Coordinating Committee. While setting the tone for the event, said the peaceful election of parties, chairman and councillors in the 369 wards and the 31 local government areas of the state was a testament to Governor Maina's reign as the man of peace.
We deeply appreciate you, Your Excellency. We appreciate the stakeholders. We appreciate the party chairman and his ESCO for giving us this opportunity.
Goodwill messages were also received from political leaders of the 3 senatorial districts in the state, including Senator Emmanuel Ibogisin, Senator Ifeombo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Chief Osama, and former secretary to the Akwa Ibom State Government, Obongo Grace Ekong. Otobi Mokon, Akbc News.
The Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Education has announced that the resumption date for the 2024-2025 academic session is Tuesday, 17 September 2024. Consequently, school activities are expected to commence immediately, same day, in order to complete the curriculum for the first term in the new academic year. In a release signed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Stella Diakpan, the ministry warns that government will not take it kindly with any private school that defies the official resumption date to resume on the earlier date. It called on all public and private primary school, secondary and technical schools in the state to note the resumption date and comply accordingly. The United States Agency for International Development, USAID, state-to-state quarterly conflict mitigation and prevention dialogue held in Akwa Ibom State has advocated for more sensitization at the grassroots against violence during the upcoming local government elections. The dialogue held in Uyo reviewed progress on the implementation of the action plans from first to third quarter dialogue during the technical session. Ufot Udokan reports.
The state team lead of USAID State to State, Mr. Belvo Pago Imabel, at the opening of the event said Akwa Ibom is at the critical stage of election, which is of serious concern to many. He said State to State will continue to build synergy on dialogue for conflict prevention and mitigation in the state. According to him, the recent approval of local government autonomy has re-engineered hope and expectation of the people, and as such, there was need for stakeholders to ensure peace is maintained during and after the elections. The state-to-state conflict specialist, Mr. Cosmos Deni, in the technical session, led participants in a review of conflict issues identified in the first, second, and third quarter of the year and their impacts on the peace and stability of the state. The session noted that most elections are held at primary school premises, and the resultant effects are that school facilities and properties are often destroyed. The chairman of Akwa Ibom State Independent Electoral Commission, Akbc, Mr. Nedi Ikoiwak, represented by one of the commissioners in the commission, Mr. Nyaiko Pumana, who briefed the participants on the preparations, said Akbc was ready to conduct a free, fair, and transparent local government elections come October this year. He said the commission was ready to conduct election in 4,553 polling units in Akwa Ibom State and advocated for politics without violence. Fort Udokan, Akbc News.
The youth of Ikorekbeyak Ikono in Ikono Ibom Clan, Uyo local government area, have elected new president to run their affairs. He is Mr. Towo Thompson, who polled a total of 180 votes to defeat his opponent, Mr. Godwin Emerson, who polled 5 votes in an election conducted at Ikorekbeya Village Council Hall. The report.
Speaking after the election, the village head-elect of Ikot-Ekpeyak, Etidong Michael Edet Ekanem, said that the election of the new youth president was necessitated by the vacuum created by the demise of the interim youth president, the late Dr. Dofia Moore. He charged the newly elected youth president to discharge his functions without fear of favor and work against palm fruit theft, parallel village meetings, cult practices, and collection of land rights by unauthorized persons.
Don't fear and pay for. Don't pay for, don't fear. You have the right as the president. Let that food. You know they will get it on. So from now on, you have the power. They don't want to put on the youth president.
The new youth president of Ikot-Ekpeyak Ikono, Mr. Ito Thompson, pledged to lead with the fear of God while soliciting the support of all indigents of Ikot-Ekpeyak Ikono at home and in the diaspora to enable him and his team succeed. He expressed appreciation to God, the village council, and the entire youth of the village for his emergence as the president.
Ni nam je ron ko ya aroke ini ma yonga sana kesa mbon fena mo fiang jang aron temme ku bo kiro yene kamme ku bo kiro yene temme ki bo kiro wanne fo ki ya ri bian be ron kan bo nda ye.
The election committee chairman, Mr. Okwet, said that his committee was mandated to conduct the election based on an existing zoning arrangement that gives the 4 hamlets in the village equal opportunity to produce youth presidents. He explained that Adarokana and Adebasat hamlets had before now produced youth presidents, with Ikot-Inwen and Ikpa hamlets remaining to take their turn. He thanked the village council for giving him the opportunity to conduct the election and congratulated the new youth president, Mr. Ito Thompson, from Ikpa hamlet on his victory at the polls.
For now,
The Kanibom youth president, Comrade Anetio Bot, who witnessed the election, commended the Ikot-Ekpeyak youths for the peaceful conduct of the election and urged all interested parties in the election to close ranks and work with the elected president. Comrade Obot advised the new youth president to see his election as a call to service, urging him to respect instituted authorities to enhance the peace and security of the area.
So because of the position, everybody come together. Make sure you reach out to everybody.
Escape of inmates from Maiduguri prisons, federal government assures of public safety. This and more when we come back. Stay with us.
Akbc State has truly entered its golden era. It was deliberate that we made agriculture the first letter of the Arise Acronym.
To ensure food security by bringing down commodity prices, the government launched a Back to Farm initiative and also acquiring hectares of rich, fertile land across all the 31 local government areas for farming. The Arise Food Security Program was also launched to cater for the most vulnerable through the Bulk Purchase Agency.
We have also distributed seedlings and other farm inputs to farmers across the state.
To take agriculture to the next level, we've commenced the technology-driven Shanghai type Igbo model farm. This will not only multiply harvest for all farmers, but also reduce their costs of operations by ensuring that nothing goes to waste.
Let's join hands in supporting this government as we build the future of our dear state together. Our Rise agenda is working.
I just want the papers, please.
Sir.
Salary don't enter. Yes, so. And month never even reach safe. Na salary plenty, oh. No wonder I no gree collect roja from my hand. Shut up, sir. I'm here to bail my younger brother.
If it happen.
With good laws,
proper funding,
Training.
and cooperation.
If it happen.
So good to have you back. Petroleum marketers, refiners, and depot owners in Nigeria have called for full deregulation of the downstream oil sector, seeking to end government price control due to subsidies. The Major Energies Marketers Association of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Depot and Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Crude Oil Refiners Association of Nigeria, African Refiners and Distributors Association, and Petroleum Product Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria disclosed this during a webinar yesterday. The meeting themed Optimizing the Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry brought together key stakeholders from various sectors of the oil and gas industry to discuss challenges, opportunities, and strategic initiatives for enhancing the sector's efficiency and sustainability. The stakeholders called for freedom for marketers to purchase crude oil from local and international sources and for refineries to enter into processing agreements with retail companies. They also made a case for the establishment of a new committee structure in the petroleum sector, inspired by the Bankers Committee in Nigeria, with emphasis on supporting local refineries to decrease dependency on imported petroleum products. Not fewer than 286 inmates have reportedly escaped from the Maiduguri Medium Security Custodial Center following severe flooding in the capital city on Tuesday. A statement from the spokesman for the service, Umar Abubakar, disclosed that the federal government is working to evacuate the correctional center. Umar assured the public that the service is working with sister security agencies in taking necessary measures to ensure the safety of the public. Already, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tujiojo, is in Maiduguri to assess the flood's impact on the custodial center, even as the federal government has begun the evacuation of residents of the affected communities and the flooding that has continued to ravage the northeastern city. The flooding incident is said to be worsened by the collapse of one of the spillways of Alau Dam, which has led to a significant increase in water flow downstream. Ukraine's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dmytro Kuleba, has tendered his resignation ahead of a major cabinet reshuffle in Zelensky's government. Dmytro Kuleba, who resigned yesterday, became the latest top official to tender the resignation as another wave of Russian attacks overnight killed at least 7 people, including a child. 2 Ukrainian vice premiers, 3 ministers, the head of the state property fund, and a top official in Zelensky's presidential office have all quit within the last 2 days. The parliament approved Kuleba's resignation today, and Andriy Sybiha was sworn in to replace him as foreign minister. Sybiha had previously served as ambassador to Turkey and deputy head of the presidential office. That's a package tonight, but just before we're gonna look at the top stories. The Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Minor has flagged PDP campaigns for the forthcoming local government elections with a charge on the candidates to strive for sterling records, exhibit humility, accountability, and forthrightness when they emerge victorious at the polls. Governor Ino, who gave the charge today at the Uyo Township Stadium, also presented campaign flags to the candidates. Petroleum marketers, refiners, and depot owners in Nigeria have called for full deregulation of the downstream oil sector, seeking to end government price control due to subsidies. The Major Energies Marketers Association of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Depot and Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Crude Oil Refiners Association of Nigeria, African Refiners and Distributors Association, and Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria disclosed this during a webinar on Wednesday. That's a package tonight. We thank you so much for joining us and wish you some sweet dreams. Good night.